Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM22 One Club story from Hemel Hempstead Town with me, Daniel. We're back today for part 101, and this could be a save-defining episode. We are in 6th place, 4 points ahead of Newcastle and Southampton, and today we go away to St James's Park. You'd have to imagine the winner of this match is the favourite for Europe in terms of league qualifying position. We have got those final 3 games against sides in the top 4, but this would be a massive boost if we could get a win in this one. We then probably have an FA Cup quarter-final against the winners of the midweek replay. So if you're looking forward to finding out if it is and how we get on in both of these games, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM22 content from 2 long-term stories. We had a massive episode in the head coach yesterday. You can find that up in the eye above. There's also links there to the Twitch channel, the football podcast, and the new merchandise store too. Don't forget code LOADFM5 at checkout for 5% off all items for the next couple of weeks. And you can of course support the show as a channel member down below if you wish by clicking the join button. But let's get focused on Hemel Hempstead Town. We could yet have that golden generation youth intake today as well, because we are getting towards that time of the year. The action today though is big in 2 competitions, because 2 victories edges us closer to Europe on 2 fronts, and that would be a remarkable achievement in our 3rd Premier League season. We are though today missing Haruna, Jose and striker for the trip to St James's. Sean Dyche starting to rise Newcastle back up the league after a few poor years. So let's have a look at the schedule of what's been happening since you were last with me and how on earth we've got into this position. Because you were here for the Norwich game. That was the day before transfer deadline day, and of course saw another one of our 1-0 specials. We have had one more of those since, but we backed it up with a 3-0 win in the FA Cup 4th round. Panjkovic and a McNeil brace getting us a comfortable win there. We then lost 3-1 away at City, despite the fact it all started so well. We held them out for most of the first half, nicked a goal just before the break with Ricker, but 3 second-half goals from City turned the tide around. A 2-0 win at home to West Ham made amends though. Herrera and Danilo Jose getting the goals there. A 1-0 win away at Leeds, another late one from Mario Ricker. Into March though, we relied on our star strikers again in the FA Cup to save us. It was 0-0 with 25 to go at home to Swansea, a side in the relegation zone of the Championship. But Carlos Torres and Mario Ricker came off the bench. Ricker got 2 assists, Torres got 2 goals. A 3-0 win followed at home to Wolves, Torres with a brace again, Jack Hannafan scoring the late third to wrap it up with a header. And as you can see, we play Newcastle today, and it might be back-to-back games because they face Norwich in a 5th round replay in the Cup. And if they get through that, which you'd expect them to on paper, it will be a Newcastle double-header here. So as long as we win one of them, we're in decent shape. Of course, we'd love to get 2 results. Maybe Norwich will sneak through, who knows. I'd much prefer that tie next weekend. Of course, I'm presuming the scheduling will work and it won't be Watford. I just want to go and check if our youth intake is still set to be a golden generation. It is. And it's still rated the same. I don't know if this changes during the year, but it's saying in March it's due to come through, so let's hope that's during the next week. For now though, we've got to focus on the current side, not the stars of the future. We go away to Newcastle. Look at City in 5th, losing at Watford. It's just chaos this league. The bottom of it actually is much higher than it was last year or the year before. If it had been like this our first Premier League season, I think we would have been down. Wouldn't have been surviving on 34, 35 points, would we? So let's get through the tactical meeting. It's a big opportunity for us. But with K Striker out, with Mayer not quite back to full fitness, it's a very big decision who we play at the back. Do we go for an unfit Mayer or do we go for O'Brien? I think I'm going to stick Mayer in and then O'Brien can come on as we need him. It means the bench is a little bit short. We have got Ian Watts. We have got Haruna almost back. I think Haruna will be chucked on for the sake of today's game. But largely, this has become a really settled side, and I don't think we need to do too much with it. We've got John Moore between the sticks, Chauvin and Shibinda the fullbacks, with Hannifan and Mayer today as centre-half. Arlan slotted into that holding role, basically replaced Burnout like he never left. It's been a fantastic display from him. And Dua Herrera in central midfield, Cordes the number 10. And up front is Mario Ricker and Carlos Torres, who will hopefully continue to score the goals for us. He's only 4 away from top scorer in the league, is Mario Ricker. Torres, few more of his have come in the cup. But let's get into the first of today's 2 games. They could both be against Newcastle. Well, we've both seen and talked about just how important this could be in the race for Europe this year. Tariq Lamptey, one of the originals in this Newcastle side, alongside Lewis Cook, who we managed in our old Twitch save this year, and Dwight McNeil too. Pascal Stroik's on the bench. There's a few quality players in there. It's a very young side generally. That Ceccherini up front is world class, so he's going to be one we have to try and keep at bay. Not when we want to be changing our centre halves and having an unfit, formerly injured player come in. But let's ask the lads to pick up where they left off, see if they can get another win and try and keep another clean sheet. Well, we're going straight from the kick-off, which is never ever a good sign, as Meyer gets the ball back from Cordes. He comes over halfway to Chauvin at right back. No rush to get it forward here, as Meyer gets another early touch. Finds Ndu, who turns on it to Ricker. Cordes making the run, but he's forced inside. Ndu finds Cordes. Ricker can't get on the end of that. And it's back to the Newcastle keeper. A little bit of an Italian feel to this side, as they play long from the back. Over the top towards Ceccherini. Mayer's missed out. It might have been a mistake to start him, but Moore saves his bacon that time. Am I going to regret not playing Josh O'Brien? Well, the first minute, we almost did just that. As it's a corner kick for Newcastle. McNeil will take it. Outswinging corner. Chauvin heads away as far as Hamilton. Arlan gets the second one out. It falls for Fraser, though it's a brilliant effort. John Moore makes another save. 3.5 gone. Newcastle very much on top. But John Moore's keeping us in it, as he might have to go long here. Don't want him rolling it out. It's up towards Cordes. Flicks down for Torres. Lamptey does really well with that. Out to Fraser on the right. Back to Lamptey again. Keeping possession well, Newcastle. Looking a well-oiled machine, as they still keep possession on the right-hand side. Lamptey's been released. Hannafan does well with it to mop up. Don't do anything silly. Back to Moore. He hoofs downfield. But it's still all Newcastle. We can't get out our own half. Down to Ceccherini. And there is the world-class striker, really at full force. 4 minutes gone, his second chance of the game, and he gets his 31st goal of the season with it. Well, still in the first 10 minutes, and we're back with Newcastle in possession again. It's oh so easy for them at the minute. And this can't just be the one change at the back. This is a team that is very, very good. Sean Dyche doing a good job here, as it's played out from the back to Hamilton. No rush to get it forward. They're just making us chase, tiring us out early here. And eventually they find the right pass, as that one's over to McNeil on the left-hand side. 2 or 3 making runs into the middle. Meyer holds him up really well. He's not given a penalty for that. Come on. I know Meyer's not fit, and we maybe got to take some of the blame for playing him from the start. But that is never a foul. Chris Kavanagh goes to VAR. Of course it's been awarded. But that's ridiculous. We need John Moore to save the day again. McNeil himself will take it. John Moore, can you do the job? He can't. Goes the wrong way. McNeil makes it too. This is going to be a long day. And if Newcastle stay consistent, top 6 might be difficult. Well, back just 2 minutes later, as we've got the ball in the middle. Moreira up to Ricker. Down for Cordes. Hits the post with a great opportunity. Probably had to score that, to be honest. But it's our first big chance of the match that goes begging. It's a crazy first half in this game, as the ball's across the box to Chauvin. Cordes clears as far as Moreira, up to Ricker, down for Torres. Can we get one back and get into this game? Ricker on the right-hand side, Torres in the middle, as are 2 of the midfielders. Torres is up at the back post, straight at the keeper. Does well to beat Lamptey in the air, but can't make anything of it, as we continue to highlight with Newcastle. The ball in the keeper's hands, going to go long over the top, which has caused us problems already. Mayer's lost out again. Oh, it's 3. And I've definitely picked the wrong man at the back. It's a big ask for Meyer against one of the best strikers in the league. He is the top scorer in the division. And Meyer has directly been at fault for 2 of them. This is what happens when you get an injury in a budget side like ours. We've not got the mega cash of Newcastle. My words, it's showing. Half an hour gone, it's quieting down a bit. But we will take Meyer off at half time. And here we are again with Chauvin at right back. Getting caught in possession. Wasn't the best ball to him from Meyer. He's really had a stinker, hasn't he? As McNeil goes back into midfield. Another one of the Italians in possession. To Hamilton and Cook. Over to McNeil. Just wide of the post. I think Moore had that covered. But Newcastle have been sublime. And you have to ask, where is the consistency for them to be dropping points? The first half was pathetic. We're definitely right with that. A few of them are demotivated. Meyer will be replaced by O'Brien. We can't do any worse, surely. We'll throw on the right-hand side for Newcastle. Lamptey plays a 1-2 in Moore. He's got time to take on his man. Torres brings him down, but it falls for Fraser. Good advantage from the referee. Cook into Hamilton. 2 men over on the left if they can find them, Newcastle. No one marking at the back post. Thankfully it doesn't matter as Shabinda nicks it. Mayer releases his man. Releases Torres. Cordes gets in. Shot straight at the keeper. Lamptey will clear it away. I can't get Mayer's name out my head after all his mistakes in the first half as Calafiori throws in from the left. 1-2 with McNeil and Do gives it straight back to him. Does all the hard work to chase down and win it and then gives away a 5-yard pass. Hamilton into Cook. Wide to the right hand side to Lamptey. He's got space to run into. Cuts it into the box. Mole's up for 4. Moore lets in at his near post. It's not the strongest wrist from the keeper. And 10 minutes into the second half, this is turning into probably our biggest mauling of the season. I don't even know who to keep on at this point. I'm going to take Cordes off because he's been really poor. Charlie McNeil can have a run out for him. And you know what? I'll probably make a sub in the middle too. And Do has struggled for fitness a lot of this year. And we can bring on young De Vita here, get him a run out. He'll replace and Do. Arlan will go box to box. And we'll just see out the last half an hour like this. Well, just under 20 minutes to go. We're back with the ball at Chauvin's feet at right back. He plays into Arlan in midfield and finds De Vita the sub. First chance for us to see the youngster on camera, I think, as McNeil plays to Torres into Ricker. Wouldn't mind at least a consolation. The flag's up for offside anyway, but it didn't matter. He missed the chance. Ricker not finding his scoring boots today. German Moreira looks knackered, doesn't bode well in midfield, but Arlan plays over the top to Torres. Can we get a goal? Give the fans something to cheer. Ricker's shot brilliantly saved by the keeper. I mean, to be fair to him, we've had 10 shots on target. Our expected goals is nearly 2. And he's the man of the match, despite the 4 goals for them. He's a very good goalkeeper. And we've got another corner with Moreira. In another universe, if we'd have started O'Brien and we'd taken our chances, we could have drawn this game. As Chauvin, back to Arlan, edge of the box. Right hand side gives it away to Jovan Cabral. And he goes back to Flynn. It's comfortable from Newcastle. And they're just seeing out time here. We're heading towards stoppage time, 4-0 down. And Newcastle just toying with us. Big ball downfield. You can see why I'd rather have Norwich in the FA Cup next week, can't you? As Moreira plays up to Torres. Back to Moreira again. Can we at least get a goal? Torres in, puts it away. But I'm pretty sure he's offside. You always know when you're having a day like this, the one that's perfectly finished must always be offside. And there goes the referee's hand signal. Disallowed for offside. And into 2 minutes of stoppage time, we're going to lose 4-0. As Shabinda will take the throw-in. Not sure why we've seen him pick the ball up twice there. But Torres delivers from the left into Mario Ricker. We do get our goal. Something to celebrate at least. Keep the goals flowing amongst the strikers. And Mario Ricker, that's an excellent effort. 4-1 the defeat. I made the mistake at the start. If I hadn't played Mayer at centre-back, we maybe would have been alright. I told the lads they did okay because they were actually pretty good in the match, but I can understand why they're demotivated there. We do drop to just 1 point ahead. Southampton won as well. Tottenham will, I'm sure, be closing the gap too. So I don't think 6th is going to be possible. But 7th could yet be enough. As could an FA Cup win. Let's find out who we're going to get. We'll be back next weekend for a surprise quarter-final. Well, an impromptu return on Wednesday morning because it's not the stunning youth intake we were hoping for, but it's not a bad one. We've got 3 players that should become professionals, 1 that might be able to compete in our squad, and plenty of others that can maybe make it as lower league footballers. I'm just looking a bit further down here in our intake. We've got a striker there who's already 1.5 star ability but hasn't got the biggest potential. Let's have a quick nose at him. I quite like him. Not got the composure, but technically he's very good at this stage in his career. Let's have a look at the 3 at the top though, the top talents from our intake. First one is a South African right back, Kagiso Maya. 1 star ability, 3.5 potential. Fairly determined personality. He's got a long way to go, but the key attributes aren't too bad. Positioning 9, stamina 10, natural fitness is good. He's fairly tall as well and good in the tackle. He's not the worst in the world. The other one is a natural left and right back, Declan Cottrell. He's 0.5 star ability, but again 3.5 potential. He's got good determination. The personalities are much better this year. And we did have a youth recruitment upgrade just before this. Whether it's too soon or not, I don't know. But it seems to have had a little bit of an impact. I think Cottrell could be a superstar. Toby Bliss is the key man though. 1 star ability, 4 star potential. Centre mid who can play holding midfield and number 10. I mean, if he's a good player, he fits our tactic down to a T, doesn't he? Let's see him. He's alright. Again, the personality's good. He's 2-footed. He's got the key physical attributes. He's just a long way off technically. But at 15, he's someone we could definitely mould into a first team player. So I'm maybe a little bit more excited about that than I should be. It's not the star intake we were looking for. We've still not had that one brilliant wonder kid come through. But there's a lot of players that can make it as at least championship footballers now. And that's a sign our youth academy's working well. And we've drawn Newcastle in the FA Cup quarter-final. That one is this Sunday. Crucially, it's at Kenilworth Road, but not the best day at the office for us. We'll be back on Sunday for that massive FA Cup game. Fitness test time, FA Cup quarter-final time. And we've got big decisions to make at the back. Striker still not fit. Mayer still not match fit. And I don't know whether we just go for Josh O'Brien and play it safe. An immediate chance at revenge, a small pitch at Kenilworth Road. They played in midweek in the cup replay, so hopefully those things will add up to help us. Let's see though who we can put together for this. Championship Brentford beat Southampton, so there's a championship side in the semi-finals. You just feel this is the chance for us. We have to go and try and do it. The assistant is screaming at me to put O'Brien in. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to play Mayer again after last week. The rest of the team, though, maybe can stay the same. Cordes has struggled in recent weeks. I wonder whether to take him out or not. But his natural replacement in Haruna is unavailable. I could put McNeil in and go a bit more aggressive. I'm going to go for it. The bench will take off Neskovic for Danilo Jose. Haruna will be out for De Rita. And Depay, I'm afraid, will miss out on the squad here. But that is our 18 for this big FA Cup quarter-final. 2 changes to the starting 11. O'Brien in for the unfit Mayer after his disaster against the same opposition last week. And McNeil in for Cordes, who's been in recent poor form. Well, 2 changes for us. 2 changes for Newcastle as well. And if they've got a similar side today, having only made 2 changes, then there should be a big advantage for us on the fitness front. That's not going to pay off to the second half though, so we can't afford to give away a 4-goal head start. But at home, we're normally a lot tighter at the back. Let's see if we can produce that again here. Well, we're back. 9.5 minutes on the clock and we're working the ball forward here. And out of nowhere, Torres scores. A swift counter-attack. Moreira on the right into Ndu. Through ball to Torres, who's cutting in from that left. And he just smashes it in at the near post. The keeper couldn't get enough of a hand on it. And we're 1-0 up early doors. That is crucial given what happened last time out. But so is our defensive display as Moreira nicks the ball from a throw in there. Torres tries to release Ricker, but it's under hit. And it's played back to the keeper by Newcastle's left fullback. Kaneski brings it out. Long ball downfield. It's over the top of O'Brien. He can't keep up. Ceccherini volleys over the bar though. And if he did one good thing there, O'Brien, he forced his man onto his weak foot. And that might have been the crucial moment. Well, a much quieter first half here. 1 minute of stoppage time has passed. And we lead 1-0 in a very solid, quiet game. Are we going to have this impact when we get a new stadium in a couple of years? I don't know. What we are seeing, though, is Newcastle straight from the kickoff, which always worries me, as they play out from the back with Simakan. Wide to Fraser on the right. He's got an overlap, but they go long to Ceccherini. Brilliant play from O'Brien. 1-2 with Chauvin to clear. Ricker flicks down for Torres. To Ricker again. Hamilton nicks in from midfield. Fraser gets it on the right to Cook. Newcastle still on the front foot here. They will have got a rocket up their backside from Sean Dyche at the break. But we've nicked it again with Ndu. Ricker over the top. Intercepted. Ndu to McNeil. Through to Ricker. He's 1-on-1. Has to score. Great save again. This keeper has been a constant thorn in our side. 2 successive games now. And he's tipped that one behind for a corner, which Moreira will take. To the back post to Chauvin. Heads well over the bar. It's comfortable for the visitors. But they need an equaliser. They were struggling to do that as they've got a throw on the left-hand side. Dwight McNeil playing a 1-2 with a fullback. And do intercepts though, go back to Moore. Not the best clearance, and Lavery intercepts. McNeil plays it in, but Moreira strong in the challenge. Finds Torres to McNeil. Torres to Ricker. Holds it up, takes on 2 centre-halves, beats them both. Gets into the box. Mario Ricker forced wide, back to Ndu. Just wide on the near post. That was stunning from the centre-forward. 5 minutes gone in the second half. I'm a little concerned that it's a much more lively game. We'd like it to be more like the first half, as Stroik's got the ball at the back. Comes over halfway, got 2 over on the right. One of them's Dwight McNeil, who swaps sides. Overlapping him is Tariq Lamptey. He gets to the byline, crosses into Ceccherini. Good header from Josh O'Brien. Hamilton picks it up though. Goes back to his fullback, who delivers to the back stick. McNeil wins the header above Shabinda, but is behind for a goal kick. 25 minutes left. The first big news, Ceccherini, the star striker, is off. He was struggling physically as Torres gets in at the other end. Back to Moreira. Oh, that could have been big. Good save again, Koneski, as he tried to curl it in the corner. We've got our own physical problems with Chauvin. We're also struggling a little bit in midfield as Moreira puts the corner in. It's headed away to Ndu. He picks it up on the left wing. Support from Hanifan, who was making his way back, and Arlan, but it leads to nothing. 20 remaining. We've got the physical advantage, but can we keep Newcastle out? As Blanco on the left finds Calafiori. Good interception to Moreira. Back to the goalkeeper Moore and Hanifan. Arlan dropping into that role. Done really well as a holding midfielder. Moreira beats a sliding challenge. Arlan finds Ndu. Up towards Torres. Beats the centre-half with a brilliant first touch. Plays in Charlie McNeil. 2-0 Hemel Hempstead Town. Wembley, here we come for the FA Cup semi-final. And those of you that have been here from the very start know just how good our Wembley record is. Let's get Chauvin off for Danilo Jose. He'll get a rest for the last 15. We'll think about another 2 in a moment because that has been a brilliant display. Moreira is going to get a rest or Ndu. I think it will be Ndu. We're going to do the same as last week. De Vita will go into the holding role. Arlan will go box to box. We'll make the last one 5 minutes later. As Koneski's got a goal kick for Newcastle. They're surely going to go for it here. Moreira gives it away to Smith Rowe. O'Brien intercepts again. He's been fabulous back there. Ricker chases long to Struijk. Plays out to Hamilton for Newcastle. To Calafiori on the left. Beats his man with ease. Charges down the line. Danilo Jose gets back. They're fighting so hard here. They know what's at stake. And they're producing a brilliant performance. Arlan back to O'Brien. Up to Charlie McNeil. Back to Hanifan. Comfortable in possession. To Moreira. To Shabinda. Through to McNeil, who's found himself free. Now we can almost start to party. If he put that in, it would have been spectacular. But it's tipped wide for a corner kick. I'm going to take Moreira off in a moment for Panjkovic. Bit of experience, quality on the ball. He doesn't get many appearances, but he always does okay. The ball's out for a throw-in on the far side for us. And with 8 to go, it looks like we're reaching the semi-final. Just 2 minutes of stoppage time to go, and we're back to play out with O'Brien to Danilo Jose. Forced back again, but this is the confident, composed possession we want to see. McNeil up to Torres. The fitness has told in the second half, and we're keeping the ball with ease as Panjkovic finds Torres. Up to McNeil. He's had a brilliant game. That's almost the icing on the cake. And with the throw-in coming in, the final whistle should go imminently. Where is it, referee? Hanifan heads away again. Panjkovic goes downfield. The final whistle goes. And we are off to Wembley Stadium. You know what the next episode's going to be now. Let's go to the schedule to confirm it and find out who we're going to be facing. This is the big moment. FA Cup semi-final draw. Brentford, the championship side, left behind my head. Everton and City, the Premier League opposition. If we can avoid City, beat whoever we get in the semis, and the other team beats City, we've got a chance. Please don't be Manchester City. Brentford out. I'd love it. It's Man City. It's not the worst draw. It's not the best. It's middle of the road. Everton v Hemel Hempstead Town. Wembley Stadium. FA Cup semi-final. And if Brentford can cause a shock and we can win it, we would have a championship team in the final. I'd certainly take that. If we go to the schedule, let's see when that game is. It is middle of April, so we'll come back for that. We'll show one of the Premier League games as well. Probably Southampton, because like the Newcastle one this week, that's massive in the race for European football. They're our 2 biggest games between now and the end of the year. So if you're looking forward to them and you did enjoy that episode, a battering in the league and revenge in the cup, please do put a thumbs up on it. Subscribe down below for daily FM22 content from 2 long-term stories. You can find links in the eye above to the head coach. Yesterday's episode was a big one. There's also the Twitch channel, the football podcast, and the new merchandise store too. But above my head now is yesterday's head coach episode. Please do give it a try if you haven't already. And I'll see you back here for a game at Wembley in 2 days' time with Hemel Hempstead Town.